I definitely would have liked to be there for that visit. That sounded really fun. Much like old times. For some reason we do seem to talk about video games a lot, and I don't even really play them that much. I am getting more into the writing music for video games kind of thing, and the researching about video games kind of stuff. And in the research for video games' effects on the brain, there's one big problem that seems to affect a lot of the literature that's out there right now, and that is control over different variables. Like right now, they look at games that are violent and games that are competitive and all these different things, but they don't actually control for any of that. There's like 1 or 2 games where you can like turn blood on and off, so they actually look at just blood content and see how that affects people. So that's pretty cool. But I think it would be great if some researcher was able to make video games and control for each individual aspect of it to see which aspects might cause aggression. Which makes me wonder how your self-education for computer programming is going, because that is quite relevant. And I've been having kind of weird dreams too. I, for the first time since childhood, had a nightmare, and I actually woke up kind of scared. Basically, there were these weird zombies, and they didn't really do anything. They just stood there and stared at people, and I just kind of killed them a lot. Me and Abby, for some reason, just kept killing them, and then more would come over and replace them, but still just stare at us. So we just killed them a lot, and it was no big deal, and we eventually got really comfortable with them. And then we were actually at Grammy and Papa's house, and I was killing one by myself as Abby was just playing on the computer, and I noticed that this one was actually bleeding a lot, and none of them had bled before that, so it was really unusual. So I just kind of got a little uncomfortable with that, and I continued attacking it with the sword, and it got more and more gruesome, but it still wouldn't die, and most of them died really easily. So eventually I got really frustrated and scared and started desperately stabbing at it, and I stabbed it right in the neck, and my sword got stuck in its neck, and then I couldn't move my body or mouth. And I went to go say that I think it's doing something weird, but my lips wouldn't move and I couldn't talk, and then it said, I think it's doing something weird. And that was really scary. And then from then on in the dream, anything I would try to say wouldn't come out of my mouth, it would come out of the thing's mouth at the end of my sword. And then more zombies started coming, and then I knew that I'd basically died. Then I woke up. And when I woke up, I was kind of scared to get out of bed, because I thought maybe there would be zombies outside the door just staring at me. But I did anyway, because I don't get to experience irrational fear too often, so when I do, I actually kind of enjoy it. So let's make some video games and control for different factors. That would be kind of interesting. Also, you and family should definitely come up April 13th. It'll be fun. And before that, if you just feel like doing something besides being in the Portland area, you should come up to the Bangor area, because it's awesome up here. It's not too cold anymore.